Welcome to another episode of TRF News. I am your brother Mike Maliss, and family, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the first time that we are doing a TRF News, and I am not happy about it. I'm gonna be very honest. I did not want to do this. I sat and I convinced myself. I said, I am not talking about this topic. I am disgusted by it. And then all of a sudden, ding, my phone goes off. And what happened? What's going on with this red dress stuff? I'm like, oh, come on, man. The Most High did not even allow a 1 second interval in between the time that I decided I'm not talking about it and the message that I received. It is no surprise as to why I don't want to talk about this thing here. None whatsoever. I'm embarrassed. I am completely embarrassed. I am embarrassed, heartbroken, angry, oppressed. I don't think I've ever used that word to ever describe myself before. But after seeing what I'm getting ready to show you right now, you will know why I use the word oppressed. So family, with all unfortunate circumstances and events, in all of my undesire,
no pace was too slow at today's red dress run through the French Quarter. Maddie Kerr takes us to that route where scarlet fashion stretched as far as the eye could see.
Imagine thousands of men in red dresses chugging beer and calling it a workout. Welcome to the second Saturday of August in New Orleans. This is the Red Dress Run, where the only thing tighter than the dresses is the beer budget. Thousands of people descend on the French Quarter, rouged up and ready to celebrate.
Accentuates all the curves.
Very flattering.
Right. You'll see a lot of shoe choices. Some will be brave with their heels. Some go just to match the outfit.
It's a 2-mile run, and I use that word very loosely, through the French Quarter. And yes, hydration is taken very seriously. It's 21 and up, it's messy, it's fabulous, and every dollar raised goes to local New Orleans charities. It's a come-as-you-are event put on by a local running social club, the Hash House Harriers. And for 30 years now, people come from all over the world, and truly, little preparation is needed.
I ran the first few minutes with them on, and I thought, it's not working, so I just took them off and ran the rest with bare feet, so it's just easier.
That is a bold and brave thing to do in New Orleans. I hope you didn't step in any puddles.
Oh God, no, definitely not, no.
You never know what's in those puddles. So if you're wondering what peak athleticism looks like, this is it. Lace, leg hair, and a whole lot of beer. And after the race, the party bleeds into Bourbon Street with pop-up block parties all throughout the neighborhood.
He's ready to watch all the people come by. I was at Lafitte's Hotel yesterday, and people were checking in, and they said, I want to make my reservations for next year also. So it's an annual event for everyone.
This is New Orleans, and this is the Red Dress Run. Reporting from the French Quarter, Maddie Kerr for Fox 8 Local First.
Don't pull it down. Watch it, baby. Don't fall on the fucking way. TikTok. Hi, baby.
trying to get crunk. C-R-U-E. Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't hold on. Tell them why they better run. Stand up and get crunk.
What do you say after that? What do you really say after that? After seeing that? There's no excuse. I don't care what anyone will sit and try to defend. Whether it was for a charity, it doesn't matter. As you saw, those grown black men, they were enjoying that. Now, what we're going to do is deal with reality. The reality is those are 2/3 men. Those are the 2/3 men out there. 2/3. Now you sisters about to get really upset with me here because y'all already know exactly what I'm about to do and where I'm about to go with this. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. So just as disgusted as you sisters are looking at that, that is just as disgusted as we are watching you in pants. That's the reverse of this. So we're not going to try to diminish y'all wearing pants. You sisters are not allowed to wear pants. The very same way how you're looking at that and you're like, how can that be? How can that man do that? We look at y'all in the very same way. Well, how can you sisters do that knowing that you're coming into this truth? That is exactly how we see you. It's disgusting. So if those brothers disgust you, then eliminate you wearing pants going forward. Now, I have to stress this. Did you see how many of those grown men there were out there? All of those grown men. So those are the grown men. Those are the adults that the rest of these nations and all the rest of the world, they are looking at black men. That is the visual of black men. Those are the grown men. So now I ask you this question. So what about our young men? Fellas, we in trouble when it comes to the representation of us. When it comes to anything positive, it's out the window. It's completely gone about black men. There is an attack on black men like never before. They are attacking our character. They're going after us spiritually. They are going after us emotionally. They are attacking our character. Why? Because they know what's coming. Kings, I need y'all to understand that. They know what's coming. You need to really pay attention to what's going on. There was no reason for nothing like that. There was no reason for anybody to cover that. They covered that on the national news. Why? Because there's an attack on us. I'm not talking about Hispanics. I'm not even talking about the tribe of Benjamin, nor am I talking about the tribe of Levi. I'm talking to the so-called Negro American black men. That's who I'm talking to right now. Us. Brothers, us kings, yeah, the attack is on us. The grown men are in dresses, and the young men, they call YNs. They say that these young men have no souls. They say that these young men are just completely deplorable. They're ready to kill at any moment. What representation of black men do we have? Fellas, do y'all understand that we truly have a problem? What are we going to do to fix it, kings? What are we going to do to fix this? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to take our nation back. First and foremost, how do we start by doing that? Keeping God's commandments. That's the only fix. That is the only fix. So without any further ado, let's go ahead. Let's make sure we bring these scriptures out. So the very first one that we are going to start out with is the one that I mentioned earlier, Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. We are going to put that into the atmosphere so that everyone understands that this is a law that we must keep. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God. Did you hear that? I didn't say that. The Bible said that. Anyone that dresses outside of the dress code is an abomination to the Most High, an absolute abomination. So now let's take a look at the next verse. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Now the Most High made that clear. Did he or did he not make that very clear? For those that want to live ungodly, that want to be an abomination, he said, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to kill you. That was Old Testament and New Testament. But let's go ahead and get one more. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. Y'all see that? The Most High made that New York bagel plain. You ain't getting the kingdom at all. The effeminate, the man that acts like a woman, will not be getting the kingdom. That's just the bottom line. Whether you like it or not does not matter. You should be beyond pissed off that many men thought it was a good idea, got together, allowed someone else to convince them that they should go out there in a dress and for charity. We know it was for charity. There's so many of them men that they were waiting for an opportunity. They were just waiting to get up there and go out and go do that nastiness. All it took was the opportunity. That's why you have to make sure that your discernment is on point. Did you see all those men out there? And for some of you women, you better listen to me. You allow your sons to go out to these outreach programs with those men right there, and you shove your sons into their arms, and then they start shoving themselves into your sons, and you know what I'm talking about. Next thing you know, your son is all crazy and delusional. Now your son has a problem with his sexuality because you thought it was a good idea to send your child with a man that you don't know because he came into your home or talked to you on your job or wherever it was and told you that, yo, send your son to me and I can help him out. Because many of you ran the father out of the picture in the first place. And this is not just our sisters' faults, because many of you brothers are punks. It's true. And you have something that you have to work with the Most High with. It's the truth. And we're not going to take it and sweep it under the rug or whatnot, even like I said, because I didn't even want to talk about this because I was just so disgusted by it. But the Most High was like, yeah, nah, you have to discuss it. You got to talk about it. You have to. When we pick this up here, there are certain things that we don't want to do, but the Father like, yo, guess what? You put your hand to that plow, so you have to. Do y'all remember? It was roughly probably six months ago. We had a series called An Uncomfortable Conversation. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember just about how many of the brothers ran? You see why now? You see why? We had that discussion about 6 months ago. It hasn't even been a year, and here we are dealing with black men in various dresses. I really hope y'all are paying attention. That's the mind of black men. Not all of us, not all of us. Can you see that 1/3 narrow road? Is it making sense to you now? Is it making sense? Oh, there's not going to be a lot of people in the kingdom. That 1/3 versus 2/3, it's the majority is going to die and it's just going to be a remnant left. And you're looking at it. I want to apologize to anyone that those images may have offended, but we had to discuss it, unfortunately. When I tell you, kings, we have so much work to do for our community, for our sisters, for our children, but most importantly, for our God. So you brothers, let me tell y'all right now, yeah, it's time to put the BS away, and it's really, really time now to put your hand to the plow, all right? It's time that we start getting out there into our communities. It's time that we start grabbing these young brothers up and being like, yo, come on, man. Listen, you are a king. You were made for greatness. You understand? You have a God that is above you right now, that loves you and is trying to get you to understand not only who you are, but what you are. This is why Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6 is so important. As much as many of you want to try to run from that because you're uncomfortable saying those words, it doesn't matter. These are the words that our young men need to hear. These are the scriptures that need to be forced on them. And yes, we need to force these scriptures on our youth. Why? Because everything else is being forced on them and they are accepting it. That's the truth. Okay? So, family, I'm telling you right now, yeah. Kings, my brothers, we have so much work to do. So let's stop talking about it and be about it. All right, family, I want to thank you once again for joining me for another episode of TRF News. And once again, if you like it, we'll do it again another time.